everyone, in this video you will be watching a short recap of the movie Taxi Driver, which is a 1976 American film directed by Martin Scorsese, written by Paul Schrader, and starring Robert De Niro, Jodie Foster, Sybil Shepherd. Travis Bickle, Robert De Niro, is a lonely, depressed 26-year-old honorably discharged U.S. Marine and Vietnam War veteran living in New York City isolation. To deal with his chronic insomnia, Travis works as a night shift taxi driver, transporting passengers throughout the city's boroughs. He frequents the 42nd Street porn theaters and keeps a diary in which he consciously tries to include phrases like "you're only as healthy as you feel." Travis falls for Betsy, Sybil Shepherd, a campaign volunteer for Senator and presidential candidate Charles Palantine. Travis enters to volunteer as a pretext to talk to her after watching her interact with co-worker Tom, Albert Brooks, through her window, then takes her out for coffee. Later, he foolishly takes her to see a pornographic film, which offends her, and she returns home alone. His numerous attempts at reconciliation, such as sending flowers and apologizing over the phone, are met with rejection, leaving him bitter and convinced that she is exactly like the cold people he despises in the city. He finally confronts her at the campaign headquarters, berating her before being thrown out by Tom. Travis is disgusted by the sleaze, dysfunction, and prostitution he sees all over town. When an adolescent prostitute and runaway, Iris, Jodie Foster, enters his taxi, she is attempting to flee her pimp, Sport, Harvey Keitel. Sport yanks Iris from the taxi and hurls a crumpled $20 bill at Travis, reminding him of her and the corruption that surrounds him. A similarly significant event occurs when an insane passenger, Martin Scorsese, brags to Travis about his plans to murder his adulterous wife and her lover. Travis confides in fellow taxi driver Wizard, Peter Boyle, about his violent thoughts. However, Wizard assures Travis that he will be fine, leaving Travis to his own destructive path. Travis begins an intense physical training program in an attempt to find an outlet for his frustrations. Travis is referred to an illegal gun dealer, Easy Andy, by a fellow taxi driver, from whom he purchases 4 handguns, the most notable of which is a .44 Magnum Smith & Wesson Model 29. Travis trains at home to draw his weapons and modifies one to allow him to conceal and quickly deploy it from his sleeve. He also begins to attend Palantine's rallies in order to assess their security. Travis enters a convenience store one night just before an armed robbery and fatally shoots the robber. The owner of the store accepts responsibility for the crime, claiming Travis's illegal handgun as his own. Travis seeks out Iris via Sport and tries twice to persuade her to stop prostituting herself, which only partially succeeds. Travis writes and mails a letter to Iris after breakfast. The letter, which contains money, states that he will die soon and that Iris should return home. Travis shaves his head and attends a public rally where he plans to assassinate Palantine. When Secret Service agents notice him putting his hand inside his coat, he is chased away and never identified. Travis drives to Sport's brothel in the East Village that evening. Travis first kills Sport, then Iris' customer, a mafioso, in a tense shootout that begins outside the brothel and ends in Iris' room. Iris, who is terrified, begs Travis to stop the killing. Instead, Travis uses his last bullet to kill the brothel's bouncer in front of her. Travis, unable to commit suicide after the firefight, settles for a sofa next to Iris in her room. When the cops arrive, he pretends to shoot himself with his index finger. The police and press interpret Travis' shooting as an attempt to save Iris from armed gangsters. He is not prosecuted, and the press hails him as a local hero. He receives a letter from Iris' father thanking him for saving her and informing him that she has returned home to Pittsburgh to attend school. Travis meets Betsy as a fare after weeks of recuperation and a return to work as a taxi driver. Travis drives her home, then refuses to let her pay the fare, smiling as he drives away. Travis becomes agitated as he drives away after noticing something in his rearview mirror. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. If you therefore desire, you are aware. No need to worry. If you want to follow me on social media, links to my Instagram and TikTok are provided in the description. We hope to see you soon.